Law enforcement in Missouri is changing the way it responds to calls involving people with mental health issues. More than 5,000 officers have been trained in mental health crisis intervention. ABC 17's Sarah Massler-Donar spoke with officers at the Columbia Police Department about these new changes. She joins us now live from the police department. And Sarah, CPD officers have not been officially trained by the new Crisis Intervention Team Council.
No, they haven't yet, Taylor, but Columbia Police does have a crisis negotiation team that is always on hand to help suspects who may have mental health issues. Law enforcement tactics have changed for officers who respond to calls involving people with potential mental health problems.
20 years ago, the response was we surround the house, we barricade, we've got nothing else to do, so we're going to use conventional tactics, go in, and sometimes force confrontations.
Crisis intervention teams are now commonplace. They're specifically trained to respond to these calls. The Columbia Police team works to remain on the forefront of new tactical changes.
There's an interesting program going on nationwide that we're starting to do to where when you have mental health calls, to send a trained negotiator along with a CIT person and then a backup officer to be more situationally aware for their security so they can respond to those in a different way.
Right now, it's an unofficial program for CPD, and officers say implementing the new program will take time. So, in the meantime, road lieutenants are trying to do what they can without the structure of the program.
Because we're going to send the best officers to that call with the #1 interest of making sure that that person who we're called to is there to help, and we want to make sure that we're there to help them.
Back in July, Columbia Police were on scene for a standoff that lasted 8 hours with a suspect who did have mental health issues. We found out that she suffered from paranoia and was mentally unstable. Now, the Columbia Police Crisis Negotiation Team was on scene at that time, but they were unsuccessful. But officers still were able to bring the suspect into custody without an incident. Reporting live in Columbia, Sarah Massler-Donar, ABC 17 News.
All right, Sarah, thank you. And Governor Jay Nixon secured $10 million annually in the state budget to strengthen mental health systems.